There's just something in my bones that I truly think that we are in for something special.
I like the underdog. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Tranquilo Sports episode, second in the new studio.
Yep.
But a revampish set here. It is state of the art. We got everything here. We got the lights. We got the Zach Thomas sign behind me right over
Yes,
here.
it is. Shout out Mark.
Like badass set we got set up here today.
Massive
Shout out
upgrades.
Antonio. Shout out Pooch for putting this together. It looks sick.
The boys did a great job. Come on,
Yeah,
boys did a great
give
job.
all round of
Come on,
applause to the
come on.
boys out here.
Come on.
Unreal setup today, and again, perfect timing. We're wrapping up PGA season. We got 2 more weeks of some big golf, and then of course, right into football right after that.
It truly is the
It
perfect
is.
transition.
It's so good.
For us specifically, it's like golf season couldn't have ends at literally a perfect time. It kicks right off into football season.
It's a dream.
It makes, honestly, August, which is the worst month of sports, enjoyable because at least you can watch
100%.
playoff golf.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as painful.
Yeah.
Like that stretch where you know football's right around the corner, but you're like, all right, we got good golf. You can buy me Thursday through Sunday over the course of the next 3 weeks, and we'll be good.
Yep.
You can't ask for a better transition. And honestly, football's already started. Like, we had our first preseason game this week, and a lineup of preseason games, and
Still undefeated.
and yeah, I can't believe we didn't win, but we didn't lose. You know, it's a good start. But tell me a little bit. What are your thoughts on that first preseason game? I mean, it feels like a mixed bag from a lot of the fans out there.
Yeah, there's 2 things, right? There's like, I don't want to make too big of a deal of the
100%.
preseason, right? Like, for me, it's preseason, like, nothing changes. It doesn't change the fact that we're going undefeated this year. We're winning the Super Bowl 20-0. Like, this preseason game doesn't affect that.
Yeah.
First off, the fact that we didn't lose, I said if we don't lose this game, we're going to Super Bowl. We didn't lose. We tied. So who knows? Maybe it's a coin flip. But yeah, no, realistically, it's there's a couple good things I saw. And then a couple things that's just like, it's hard to judge because it's obviously mainly guys playing for their spot.
Of course.
But the biggest thing for me in terms of, I'll give a positive and a negative. So I'll give 2 positives. On the offensive side, I thought Ollie Gordon was exactly the guy that I thought he was going to be.
He looks
He
exciting.
looked great in
Like
that
he's gonna
first
be-
game. You know, and I think obviously we have Devon Achane, who looks amazing as always. But I think in terms of sprinkling him in, because I mean he's probably going to end up being our 3rd back. So like, you know, sprinkling him in, and if he can pop off, he's good for it. And then Washington, who we drafted last year,
Brother.
dude,
Oh my God.
what a 4th option we have cooking here. Possibly, I mean, listen, he could take the 3rd. Who knows? But like in terms of 4th
Westbrook
options,
is technically the 3rd, but
yeah,
Washington.
and Westbrook's good too, man. I'm pumped. I'm very excited for him.
Yes.
But Washington, he absolute standout for me Thursday night, or not Thursday night, first preseason game. And then for me, the one negative, and it's on everyone's mind, we still cannot get 1 yard.
Yeah.
All right, we still not get, and I get it. It's preseason, whatever.
I know.
Why aren't we getting 1 yard in preseason against the Chicago Bears?
It was frustrating.
Dude, that's crazy. So I mean, I'm hoping, and it was a whole Reek made a funny joke about it, and then McDaniel got offended by it. And it's like, okay, well, clearly it's a soft spot for him.
Yeah.
And then it still was not addressed in this game. So, you know, we'll have to see. But
you know what? In that, obviously, big back you want in those moments, 100% power back. But at the end of the day, the offense, he wants to see his offensive line getting that push to be able to let HN walk right in. You know, like that's the thought process there. Yeah, if it's a real game, is Mike running those same 4 plays? Most likely not. Most likely not. Listen, I would highly doubt it.
Yes.
But I think it was a testament to be like, prove to me that we can get this done here, right? Like, and I was disappointed with the result, but happy that Mike did that, right? Because you wanted a different result, obviously, because you want to prove
100%.
it. But you got to be going back to practice this week and being like, guys, like I did this on purpose, and this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, I mean, that's hopefully he did this if that's
It had to have been. It felt like an on purpose.
I don't know, man. It's just for me. It's like, well, one, poor Alexander Madison. Like, he's out for a year.
Man. He's been great in camp too.
Which obviously you don't want to see a guy go down, but it does push the Ollie Gordon stock a little higher.
100%.
Although the one I'm actually very excited for, if we get it down, nothing's confirmed or anything. The news today about Jamal Williams, that we're talking to Jamal Williams. Have you seen this?
Yes, I've seen that, but we signed a running back. Yeah.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was really...
We signed...
Scratch what I was just about to say.
Yeah, because I was all on board for
Jamal
that.
That
was
been
yesterday's
great.
news.
I thought Jamal would have been a perfect fit. But I guess not. I guess we're not. I mean, Mike Boone's a big boy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that. But
listen,
for me...
Jamal was like... He's had good seasons in the NFL. He would be
He's great. Like, he was great in Detroit. He's great in New Orleans. So... I thought he would have been a good fit, but listen, whatever. I like what I saw from Ollie Gordon. Push him into the 3 spot and figure out our damn short yardage again. If I
no Alec Ingold either.
Yeah, what's up? I know he got injured, but
concussion protocol.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know, but that's really for me. Those are my
no AJ on the line either.
Yeah, those are. Listen again. It's you're playing with the backups. You're playing to see who's going to make this team. You're playing for depth.
Yeah,
but like it's still like really. I'm not going to take too much out of this.
No,
but it's like really the one annoying like if
it is also, because it's haunted us over the course of the last couple of years. So to see it continue to be a quote unquote problem going into the start of the season, it's like. Really still can't figure this out. And
I wouldn't have honestly made as big of a deal about it if it was later in the game when like Quinn Ewers or Zach Wilson. That was our first team outside of Waddle, Reek. But like that was pretty much our first team out there.
It's a great drive up to that point too.
Great drive.
Short field.
Yeah.
By the way, with this new kickoff rule, I think we're going to thrive. Our special teams
100%. I actually agree with you.
Phenomenal in that game. After it's been abysmal for the last couple of years. I hope that's a recipe for what's to come, because if we could be starting drives at the 40-yard line every single time, I love with that.
100%.
In love with that. My thoughts on kind of how that game went. Obviously, that's like the looming thought across the board for everybody. I think Tua looked sharp in the few passes. Didn't have to do too much. Didn't obviously have Waddle or Reek there. But my 2 biggest things were both rookies on both sides of the ball looked awesome.
Yep.
They look great. Kenneth Grant had a series there where he made 3 straight plays. It was a batted ball at the line of scrimmage.
I'm telling you,
he chased down a guy on a screen play 6 yards down the field and then made a stop in the trenches.
I'm telling you, our trenches are going to be top
depth
notch.
on the defensive line. We know we didn't have Jalen Phillips in this game, but we know what that has the potential to look like.
Yeah.
It looked great in this first preseason game. It's looked good in camp, with Sealer, with Chubb, with Chop. Name it.
Chop's kind of flying under the radar again. I feel like in terms of I'm with you, but I'm just saying I feel like everyone's obviously Sealer gets a big extension. Everyone's talking about Chubb and Phillips. Like Chop is coming off a very impressive rookie year, and if he can take it to the next level, or even replicate it, but to the next level, I mean, we've got a legitimate very good defensive line, and just we're going to be applying a lot of pressure this year. So
I saw something where it was like Chubb was on one edge, Chop was on another edge, and then Jalen was standing up on the inside.
I want that. I want that.
I want to see that look all day long.
Me too.
But I think obviously we know that offensive line looked good for the most part. Obviously that one play or series of plays there's at the goal line. The biggest issue again that we kind of go into is the depth of the line. We saw some scary blocking there.
We got to pray.
With our backup offensive line at the end. And unfortunately, again, I hate to say it, but backup QB play didn't look good either.
No.
Zach Wilson had no presence in the pocket. His feet looked stuck. Obviously, it's a completely new system. I don't think it's he made some good plays, but it's you want to see more out of your backups, where you see these other preseason games. Skylar Thompson's throwing for 250 yards. Shador's looks
trade for Shador, baby. Get me Shador.
Quinn was put in some really tough spots.
He was
in that game. Started his first drive of his NFL career from his own 5. Next drive from his own 10.
Yeah.
So tough spots, some penalties that kind of killed some
he
plays.
didn't. I mean, he also didn't look really good.
No,
but I'm with you. He put in a very tough spot. I'm curious to see.
I want to see the evolution. It's week 1 of preseason. Week 1 of preseason.
You can't take too much out of it.
I'm getting active on Twitter.
I saw you.
Hey,
I saw you. You were live tweeting.
I was making some live tweets.
I saw you.
I was sipping a pina colada in Naples, and I'm like, you know what? now's a good moment to start tweeting.
I saw you. You were live tweeting. You're like,
it was pretty good, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
telling you,
hey,
listen,
live tweets coming out.
X is my battleground. So it's where I live and breathe.
I'm gonna start getting a lot more active on there and just start for sports specifically.
It's like for Dolphins, like you want the down and dirty Finn's thoughts, like from the wide ranges of the optimist to the pessimist.
Yeah.
You'll get them all on X, baby. You'll get them all.
Well, one of my tweets, or what do we even call them now?
X's? I still call them tweets. I honestly still call it Twitter for the most part.
Yeah.
But
whatever. One of my
exes
X post was football is the only sport where it's gonna drive a reaction for a game that is completely meaningless.
100%.
Like no preseason game gets the amount of hate on a player, hate on a team
100%.
than football. Yeah. This is why football's elite, because everyone is overreacting to a preseason game.
Yeah.
But it's the best part about football.
That's
and what brings so much joy and so much excitement because it's just complete overreactions. And here we are, probably a little overreacting, maybe a little underreacting, but we can't really have a reaction until week 1 of actual football.
100%.
Until then, we're going undefeated.
Until then, and possibly, through the season, obviously, we are going undefeated. Which, by the way, I was staring at flights to San Francisco Super Bowl weekend after the first round.
I did see that.
And then we got stuffed on the 1 yard line. I went,
refund.
exit. No, we'll see. I am, and we're gonna do a full breakdown Fins like close to the season. I know we've already touched on it. I am getting more excited. The more there's just something in my bones that I truly think that we are in for something special.
I like the underdog.
Yes,
feel to it. Like zero expectations.
Because last year, exactly. Last year, the expectations were so high.
Saying that we're going to be 5-12 this year.
I love that. I love that.
This team needs.
I want everyone to predict us to win less than 5 games, 5 or lower. That's the sweet spot for us to just get in there, make some noise, and go win a damn playoff game, and then go win the Super Bowl. Because I'm just I don't know. There's something about it, something in the air.
I feel you. I feel good.
I'm feeling good.
People don't feel good, but I feel great.
I feel good.
I feel good. I like
it.
Good. I like it. I feel good. But yeah, again, overreactions, underreactions, whatever you want to call them. It's preseason. We're hyped up about football, and we'll continue to ramp it up as we get closer to the season. But what is relevant right now is we're in the heart of the playoffs.
Yes.
Tour Championships right around the corner. You got the BMW Championship this weekend, top 25, top 50 in the field this weekend. Some guys that snuck in, Ricky, Jonathan Vegas, Poston, some guys there that were on the bubble. Shout out Ricky for having a great weekend. And Ricky now part of the Yeti family.
Oh, welcome, Ricky.
Welcome
to the Yeti family.
He is now a Yeti member. So big Ricky fans over here. Big Ricky fans over here for a while. But see him play well.
The orange chairs for Rick.
Oh yeah, baby, Orange Sunday. It's great. But what are your thoughts going into this week? Obviously, now if you're on the top 25, you got to play really well to get into that top 25.
100%.
We're gonna see Rory this weekend. Obviously, Scotty almost won it again.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be tough, right? Like those guys that are outside the top 25 and if you're even fringed 25, you're fighting this weekend.
Yeah. I'm excited. I love the BMW. Obviously, this is the tournament that Hav came back from 10 strokes and beat Scotty to take him in the BMW, which then propelled him to take down Scotty once again in the Tour Championship.
Yeah.
So he's known as Playoff Hav. Everyone knows that. That's his nickname. I made it up. Don't worry. But no, I this is the from the golf stamp. I mean, really, this is the only playoff feeling. It's different because it's they're so individual tournaments.
Yeah.
But it's fun because it's the first time that there's consequences. You see the Jordan Spieth knocked out already.
Yep.
Jake Knapp, who honestly has had a good year, knocked out.
He had it.
Yeah.
Him and Nico were both guys that you would think would have been making it into this spot. Considering
Wait, did Nico not make it?
Nico didn't make it either.
Wait, he didn't make it to the top 50?
No.
Oh man.
I'm almost 100% sure.
Really?
I was live tracking him. He ended up having a bad weekend. He finished 60th.
Damn. Okay. Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Obviously, golf playoffs are very different than any other sport. But the fact that there are consequences that you play bad, you can not be able to play the next weekend.
100%.
And these are big purses, and the Tour Championship is obviously as big as they come.
Massive purse if you take it all.
Exactly.
Like, you want even it, some of these other guys, like, you're stacking your point in your career where it's like, hey, dude, like I'm making moves. Just getting into the top 25 is going to allow so much for you. Signature events, the money involved. At the top there.
It's top 30. Top 30.
Is it top 30?
Yeah, it's top 70, 50, 30.
I don't know why I thought it was top 25.
Yeah.
Oh, top 30.
Top 30. Same thing applies, though.
It's that much more that's obviously riding in if you make it into the last weekend of golf, essentially. Like, these guys are going to be grinding.
They're grinding, and it's also the last chance for the people trying to make the Ryder Cup. The Ryder Cup bubble.
True.
It's a lot of, like, the Cam Youngs and the Ben Griffins were fighting for that spot.
Yep.
This is not only their chance to obviously try to win a playoff tournament, but to get into the Ryder Cup. Obviously, that's coming up this year, which is very exciting. But in terms of, like, we'll touch a little bit about the tournament that just happened, the first round of the playoffs.
Yep.
You couldn't have asked for a more exciting first round. First, if you get a playoff, your boy Tommy, man,
I know, man.
He may never win ever, but he was up there again. Like, he's having a great year. He's up there again. He just can't get it done. But then you get Rosie. 5 or 4 birdies in a row.
4 in a row.
And then to sneak into
with
the
a
playoff
chance
against
on
JJ
18
Spawn.
to win it.
With JJ Spawn having a phenomenal
Electric year for
year,
him.
obviously. And just great. It was a great first tournament, and Rosie pulled it off, man.
Dude, he was on fire.
Yeah.
He was on fire. He was hitting every shot, every putt. Like, even the putts that he missed were lip outs. Like, it was crazy.
It was a good playoff.
By the way, Spawn made a crazy putt on one of those playoff holes that put some pressure on Rose. Obviously, Rose had a very makeable putt from where he put it, but Spawn's got that ice in his
He does. He's a great putter, man. He's a great putter. Listen, I'm excited to see him at Bethpage. Like, he's someone who has essentially come onto the scene. Remember, like, dude, he was in a playoff for the Players against Rory, and it was like, oh, look at this guy.
It was the Monday after.
Yeah, look at this guy. Like, oh man, poor guy. He just blew his shot at, like, the biggest tournament ever.
Will he ever
goes
be
out
back?
and wins a major. He goes out. He's in a playoff for the playoffs. Like, he's pretty much solidified his spot at the Ryder Cup. So, yeah. What a great year for JJ, man.
A great year for him. Great year for the PGA overall. Yeah, obviously, like,
phenomenal year for the PGA.
Views are up significantly.
Dude,
year over year, which is a testament to the product of the players that have put out there. And I think it's a testament to what's to come next year. Yeah. But what are your thoughts on, like, the new format?
Can you, like, the new Tour Championship format? Yeah. Can you actually explain it to me? Because I actually don't know it.
Essentially, based.
Because I know they used to do the strokes.
In previous years, it was like based off of where you were ranked. Yeah. Right. You had a certain amount of stroke advantage.
10,
right? So
10, 8.
You had 10 strokes. 2. I think you had 8, and then it just kind of went.
Which
down.
honestly, everyone was, like, complaining about that. I actually never minded that format.
I
think you should have been rewarded. For getting to that spot at number 1, you should.
That's where I struggle with it.
And by the way, and Scotty, outside before he finally won it last year, went back-to-back years with 10 under and still lost. Right. Like, you know what I mean? So
well, I think there was, I forget what the data was, but we can look it up. But essentially, I don't know when's the last time someone actually ranked number 1 going into the weekend actually won the Fedex Championship.
It was Scotty last year, but before that,
it wasn't like a guarantee
at all. Ha beat him, Rory beat him, they were, and I think Ha was at 8, so he was 2 back, I think, but still, man, I kind of liked that. I thought it was.
It just, like, my struggle with it.
It takes the back end really kind of out of it, but
dude, that's my struggle. It's like, how are you rewarded for having the great season that you had, right? Like. But this is where my argument to myself is, right? Yeah. In every other sport, you can have in football, right? You have the best record in football. You're the number 1 seed. Come Super Bowl, it doesn't matter.
Fair, but at least you're getting a bye week, and then you're getting home field advantage until there.
Technically, I wouldn't, look at Rory. He technically had a bye week.
Yeah.
Personal choice bye week.
A
personal choice bye week. But he can afford to have that decision of, like, I don't got to have that pressure on me, of, like, having to win. Obviously, you always want to win. The competitor in you is always going to want to win, and you're going to want to play and all that, right? So it's not a direct correlation completely. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I see the rationale where it's like, yeah, you did everything in your power to get to the number 1 seed, but it's a blank slate and it's like the best 25. But then again, any given fucking weekend,
Anyone can win.
Anybody can win.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like the top 25 guy,
30.
or top 30 guy, you know, the top 30 guy, has the same weight, I guess, as like a Scotty.
Explain to me the format, because I genuinely.
So essentially the top 30, it's just going to be the top 30 tournament.
So it's just clean slate.
It's a clean slate. Everyone starts with even.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I like that. I just like for the tour tournament, I think you should get, even if you don't have to do 10 strokes. Yeah. But giving even 5, cut it in half. Make it 5, 3, 1, and everyone else 0. Your 5 strokes is a huge difference in 10, but you're still giving that person a slight advantage. Is how I would do it.
So somebody had tweeted what they thought the tournament format should be. And it's PGA Tour playoff should be a 4-tournament series played over 4 weeks, right? Scores from all 16 rounds are then added together for a total cumulative score. A few players are eliminated after each tournament, narrowing the field as the playoffs progress. So basically, it's a 4-week tournament.
I like that, but I like what just popped in my head right now. I think they should do a bracket 1v1 playoff, like for the championship. You get to the top 30, and you can do it whatever. Some people have buys the first round, like kind of how they used to do the WGC up in. They got rid of it, but it was like a bracket. It was a legit bracket event. It was 1v1, and you can do that for the tournament. You get to the top 30, you can give the top 4 golfers a bye week, and then you can play one-on-one matches. The only thing is
1 versus 30.
Yeah, essentially, or in this case, it'd be 5 versus whatever it is that some people would probably, or for top 2 would get buys.
1 day round.
It would be. 1 day round.
So 1 plays 30 on Thursday, and then
you'd have to do it. It'd be one.
It would have to last
20,
like
it'd
2
be 20.
weeks.
It'd be 28.
I don't know how the bracket.
It'd be 30 versus 3, 4 versus whatever, and then because the first 2 would get bye weeks, something like that. Then Friday you do the second round. Saturday you do the other round, and then Sunday. I could be wrong, but I think it can get. I think you can
get there in 4 days.
I think so. And think about it, you don't technically have to play all. Like you might not even play all 18 because you can beat somebody.
True.
By hole 14, and you're done.
True.
That'd
be
so I don't know. It'd be cool. Like it'd be like a March Madness type thing, and it'd be different. And you still get the advantage being the 1-2 seed because you get a bye week.
I get what you're saying, but the beauty of golf is like it's you versus the field.
I know, but it'd be cool to have like
your boy Hav is the epitome of that.
Watch your mouth.
In a good way.
Watch your mouth.
Hav defeats a field. He doesn't defeat a player.
Well, he would defeat anybody
over a course of multiple days.
He would defeat anybody.
Over the
yes.
Over a course of a few days, Hav then does his thing. You know, that's where playoff Hav thrives. Essentially.
Yes.
But I don't know if this is the system that's going to last. Obviously, the players were very involved in this decision.
Yeah.
And they all seem to be on board with it.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, Scotty's just going to get 10 strokes every time.
That was a big part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine Tiger in his prom getting 10 strokes.
But isn't that what he did? That's what he did.
How long has this format existed? I don't even know.
I don't know, but I assume it's been around since the Tiger.
Has the Fedex Championship always been? How long has the Fedex Championship even been a thing? How long?
Tiger's. I mean, Tiger Woods.
Oh yeah, I mean, Tour Championship since 2007 that became part of the FedEx Playoff Series.
He won in 2007, 2009.
Okay, so in 2007 is when the tournament series began.
Yeah,
like the playoff series. And he won in 07 and 09.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it was the same format then. Got to look into that, but yeah. I mean, when someone's that dominant, it's almost impossible to like Scotty with a 10-stroke lead would be impossible to beat right now.
You would think. Hav did it and Rory did it, but Hav did it. Let's not forget Hovland did it. And by the way, Hovland did it in 1 day at the BMW. He was down 10 strokes and came back and beat Scotty in 1 day. Yeah. He had an 8 under, if I'm not mistaken, back 9. It was absolutely.
That's what it takes. Those are the
one
rounds
of the greatest
that
rounds I've ever witnessed in my life.
Yeah. But who do you like for this week?
Thank you for asking. Yeah. Victor Hovland.
I figured that was a perfect transition.
Playoff Hav. No, he's a perfect course fit. Obviously, I mean, he's won this tournament before. And I actually think he's in a solid place. he had a very bad round 1 at the St. Jude.
Yeah.
But the rest of the weekend he was fine. I mean, he finished 4 under after starting like 3 or 4 under or over.
Over, yeah.
So he kind of picked himself back up.
Yeah.
And this is a course that fits him. So I'm obviously going to go with Hav here. And then one that I've got my eye on who has started off the year very hot, but has absolutely fizzled out and really hasn't done anything since the Masters. I'm picking up the Hav disciple, Ludwig Aberg.
Really?
I think Aberg makes his comeback this week.
Wow.
I like Aberg this week. I don't know. I think he's got to find something. I think he found a little bit at the St. Jude. He played well. He was actually in contention for a little bit the first few days. And again, I think these type of long courses fit his game as they fit like a guy like Hav. And so I think he's feeling good. I think he's feeling a little better. And I like him this week. So I'm gonna go with the double Europeans, the teammates who made Scotty and Brooks cry. Let's not forget.
Yeah. All right. I don't hate those. You bring up the Ryder Cup situation, right? And
yes, I like where your head's at already.
Yeah. And there's a guy that's right outside of the bubble right now, but he's also El Capitan.
Yes, I
think he's going to play himself in this week.
I think so too.
And not even come where it's not going to become a decision.
We're so far, but
I know. And I don't want to move because I'm going to hit the mic and we're going to mess everything up. But I really think Keegan is going to play himself in this week. He's obviously been great all year long. The looming discussion, whether he is going to obviously play in or choose himself as a player after he's got to make his rounds of picks. I think it's after this week he gets to make the picks. So I think the timing's perfect, and he's going to end up playing himself in.
I love
this
that.
week. So shout out.
He would have been my third pick if we were going. Because I only gave 2. Keegan would have been my third. I actually love the Keegan pick this week. I think he's going to play himself into, and he deserves it. I think he absolutely deserves to be on that Ryder Cup team. Just even if he doesn't win this week, but if he plays well enough, I think he should just be on it anyway because he's playing better than a lot of these guys.
I think everyone's
on
the page that no matter what happens,
he should probably be on it.
But
I feel it for him.
His energy is amazing.
He's also in an awkward spot. He's obviously the captain. But of course,
because there's gonna be other guys that deserve to be there too.
100%, yeah.
So it's like, bro, you're the captain, but you didn't pick me. I don't think anyone's gonna fault him for that decision. But why not eliminate that completely and just play yourself in?
Yeah,
that's my thoughts there.
Yeah,
no, I like it. Hyped up. Think it'll be another good close finish there at the top. Ton of guys that you never know. You never know.
Never know.
You never know.
It's the beauty of golf. You never know. We say we never know, and then Sunday, Scotty Scheffler
wins by 5 strokes. I think Scotty's just going to save it for...
Well, by the way, speaking of Scotty, interesting nugget for him. He's not with his caddy.
Yes.
Personal reasons. He's not going to be on the bag this week.
He's using
Chris Kirk's caddy.
Caddy. Which Kirk almost played himself in, too.
Yeah. So interesting. I mean, he's still going to play well, obviously, but just keep an eye on him.
Cameron Young's another one that's on fire right now.
By the way, he finally did it. He finally did it.
He did
it. Honestly,
he's one of those other guys that was sitting out there for a while.
Yeah.
Without a dub. A lot of runner-up finishes for him too. But his game's good right now.
He's just I mean, he would have been. The thing is, again, I feel bad looping it back to Tommy, but
it's fine. Don't worry about Tommy. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I was gonna save it for the next episode because it's more relevant then, and I'll bring it up again. Tommy is gonna save. At this point, it's got to just be a magical win.
I mean, at that point, he's only got to go against 30 guys. So
he's playing great.
He is.
Strike 1, he missed. Strike 2, he missed. He's multiple strikes in at this point. But in the last couple of weeks, strike. He's not gonna strike out.
What I feel bad for Tommy is that, well, first off, it's the last 2 have had the same script where he's got the lead going to the last day.
I know.
He struggles off at first. He loses the lead. Then he goes on a tear.
Again. He won 3 in a row. He won 3 birdies in a row.
And then he has one unfortunate bogey. But it's also paired with somebody just going absolutely nuclear.
That was going to be exactly my point. Because he's not playing so poorly that it's a derail. He's playing well enough to win, but not well enough compared to where the rest of the field is playing.
He's got to essentially build such a big lead that he can shoot a 1 under the final day and still win. Because that's by the way, that's exactly what Cam Young did. Cam Young had a 5 or 6 shot lead, and he even stumbled out the gate. Bogey first one, it's oh my God, this guy gonna choke. He found his groove. I think he ended up shooting like 1 or 2 under, but it's all you needed because he had already a 5-stroke lead. So
no, imagine you got JJ Spawn sitting around you who's on fire. You got Scotty.
Scotty was climbing, and then Rosie, man.
And then Rose, who just was throwing punch after punch after punch after punch. And then you see that, and you're like, oh, here we go. The dark dots start getting in your head. Because, it's a great point because he's not like having like
he's not
4 bogeys.
He's not Spieth 2016 Masters.
Yeah,
like, he's just not like he's just playing essentially almost par. Like he's like just fighting and fighting and fighting to get it, and somebody just goes nuclear each time. So like the field, like I saw a meme. It was like the field when Tommy has the leaderboard. It's like the Michael Jordan, LeBron like together, like just like staring, like it's so good. I mean, poor guy, man. I feel so bad for Tommy.
Guy's a champ, though, man. He takes it like a beast. You know, he's there signing autographs after. Like
he's a good. You can tell he's a good dude. He's a great dude.
Phenomenal guy, and I mean everybody in the even Jay Rose said it. He's like, obviously it was great, to win, but he's like, if there was someone that I wanted to win, it was Tommy. If it wasn't going to be me, like everybody in the world's rooting for him. But it's okay. We're saving it for the FedEx Cup, and all these things will feel okay at the end of it. But that about does it for today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always. Like, share, subscribe. If you've made it this far, you guys are the best because thank you.
Yeah. No. Very thankful. Keep it going, baby.
Keep it going. A lot more fun content coming on the way.
A lot more.
Football season's going to be a movie. We're excited for some of the things that are come that we will let you guys know very soon. But do it for today.
Love it. Later, everybody.